Welcome back to another episode of These Can't Be My Kids.
I'm Leila.
And I am Karen.
And this is the podcast where the kids are technically adults, but the drama is still very much juvenile.
Isn't that the truth?
Girl.
I know we joke a lot on here, but today we are going to go in a little deeper because when your grown kids have stressed you to the point where your heart actually taps out, like medically, then we need to have a conversation. And basically that's what happened. My actual heart said, here's my 2-week notice.
Girl.
For real. And then it started to get excited. It was about to clonk out. So today's episode is personal to me. It's raw. And it's going to be a mixture of how did we get here and what we ain't going to do no more.
Okay. So let me understand this. Your heart actually broke, like medically. Like the doctor said, it's a broken heart.
Yeah, they said it was a broken heart.
So, you know, I joke all the time about my heart being broken because sometimes Sprouts runs out of my favorite stuff. But girl, that's not funny at all.
No, for real.
That's scary.
Yeah, who you telling? It was scary.
Okay. So you was just out here loving these grown children that we have so hard that your ventricles were like, no more. I'm done. I'm going to need you to stop.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Girl, I'm going to need you to love you harder. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make us a calendar. I'm going to put me on it with drinks.
You or me?
Well, I mean, you could put you on it. I'm going to put me on it because I don't want to end up in the same thing, same situation.
She gonna put her on the calendar.
Yes.
See the love that I get? This is why I have a broken heart.
I need you to love you more. Oh. I can't love you more. You gotta love you more.
No, the crazy thing is, like, so I have hyperthyroidism, which is meaning that my thyroid produces a whole bunch of hormones. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, I'm on this medicine, and so I gotta go see the doctor every so often. So, not even gonna lie, for the last, I'm gonna say about 6 months to a year, every time they go check my blood pressure, they be like, oh, your blood pressure is high. And I'm like, well, what's really considered high? Because y'all done changed it. It used to be 120 over something. Now it's 130 over something.
That's like obese. You'd be like, oh, it's here, then it's here. And it's like, you be a size 4 and they be trying to tell you obese.
Right? So I'm like, so what really is it? So they was like, oh, y'all, your blood pressure is between 150 and 160 and 170 over 101. And so because it's been happening for so long, I just started to feel like maybe that's what my heart.
Maybe that's normal.
Right? Maybe that's what is normal for me. So I go to the doctor, they tell me that my blood pressure is high, and then they turn around and tell me that I can't leave. They held me hostage. They told me I could not leave until my blood pressure went down. So I was like, well, how do I get it down? So I'm sitting in the doctor's office.
Trying to woosah.
I'm thinking of positive
things. Stress. I could tell by the way you just did that. You weren't even really woosah. She was just, let me breathe heavy, y'all. Let me breathe heavy, y'all. Like, she ain't even really woosah. You know, in a moment of woosah and clarity, you got to really come with the woosah. Like, you got to bring your energy down.
Well, it's kind of hard to do that when they telling you they keep keeping you hostage because your blood pressure has been the same for the last year.
Yeah.
And then I try to think of, like, something positive, like being on the beach and, you know, all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. And so it didn't work. So the next time they come in, they was like, yo, your blood pressure went up instead of down.
Oh, my goodness.
So
it was that breathing. It was that breathing. She sounded like she was working out, y'all. She was on a job.
This is terrible.
I know.
So literally, they immediately send me to a heart doctor. And I was like right now, because my appointment was at 2:30. So y'all sending me to a heart doctor right now. So they sent me to the heart doctor, and the heart doctor do these tests and all stuff. Because I was like, listen, y'all been taking blood from me for the last year. I think y'all are cloning somebody else, but whatever. So they send me over there. They take all these tests, and she comes back, and she was like, you have what's called stress-induced cardiomyopathy. I guess that's how you say it.
Stress-induced
cardiomyopathy. Bless you.
That made me sneeze, y'all.
Yeah.
It's so much.
Yeah. So yeah. It was
Okay, so what is that?
stress-induced cardiomyopathy.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. You go ahead, talk. I'm gonna find out. I'm about to ask my AI.
Well, you asked your AI. So basically, it is a situation where it mimics a heart attack.
Mm.
So basically, it is induced by stress. So basically, all your stress hormones go to your heart, and it mimics like you have a heart attack. So that's what it is.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I don't know.
All right. So AI just told me it's a whole bunch of them.
A whole bunch of what?
Like cardiomyopathies. There's a bunch of them. But the one you have, if it's the broken heart one, it's called Takotsubo Cardiomyopathy.
That's exactly what she said to me, because she was like,
Takotsubo.
no, she didn't say Takotsubo. I don't even know what that is.
Oh, she said that. I don't even know what that is. I thought I was so happy I found some.
No, basically, when she told me that stress-induced cardiomyopathy, if they give me this whole professional thing, she came back and said what it actually is, in layman's terms, is a broken heart.
Yes, that's what it says. It says Takotsubo Cardiomyopathy, also called broken heart syndrome, is triggered by extreme stress. So it's the stress-induced cardiomyopathy.
Well, yeah.
She probably just didn't want to say that hard word. She didn't want to say Takotsubo to you. Takotsubo. What I said? Which one is it? Takotsubo.
Yeah.
It's one of them. But the doctor was like, I ain't trying to say this crazy word to her, so I'm just going to say stress-induced. And a woman?
Yeah, and then
so what did she say?
She said it means that you have a broken heart. But first of all, when you think about a broken heart, you think about relationships, right? You think about, this dude left, blah, blah, blah. The furthest thing from my mind is my children.
Well, did you actually feel like you had a broken heart, though? Like, let's think about it, right? When we have a broken heart from relationships or those kind of things, like, we feel brokenhearted, right? Like, there's actual pain associated with it, whatever that might be. So you didn't even realize that like your kids, of course, these can't be my kids, right? We know they do crazy stuff, but did you feel like they were breaking your heart? Like, did you have that same kind of emotional feeling that you had from a broken heart of a relationship or something like that? Or even like people's heartbreak when somebody passed, right? Near and dear to them. So like you could feel that. Were you feeling that at all?
And now that I don't think I was feeling it that much. I think that all the things that were happening to me, like I was having these migraine headaches. My heart was palpating really fast, but I'm thinking my heart is palpating because
of anxiety or something else, or the things that's going on.
Right. And then I was tired all the time, but then I'm thinking that's iron, because they say also that, ain't enough iron flowing through my body. Right. So I'm thinking that all of these things had something else, was caused by something else. The farthest thing from my mind that it had something to do with stress. So no, I didn't feel it in the sense of, like, I've been in a terrible heartbreak, right? And I can literally feel my heart, like it felt like it was melting and breaking when I've experienced grief, and you have that moment where it's just like, oh my God, I can't believe this person is gone. But this was not that type of feeling. This was, my head is hurting. I'm exhausted. I just want to go to sleep. And those type of things. Right. So it was a total different feeling. So I never even associated it with it. And the thing that she said to me was, women having heart attacks is the silent killer. And I could see how that could be.
Yeah, because you thought it was just normal stuff.
Yeah.
You're like, I have a headache, I'm just tired, I'm emotional. And then you're tying it back to other conditions that you have, like your thyroidism or your low iron. So ultimately, you just basically ignoring these true signs of what's a broken heart because of other stress. And I have to say, I'm gonna put this out there because people be like, oh, well, why is she blaming it on her kids and not something else? But that's because there is nothing else. There's just the kids. So the stress comes from the kids. Yeah. She ain't in a relationship. She don't have a man. But so at the end of the day, the only thing that's giving her stress today is the kids. So, maybe a little bit of work, but for the most part, it's really primarily that. So
when I think back on it, right, it's so crazy because when I think back on it, I think 2 days prior, me and Michaela was having a conversation. And, you know, Michaela is stressed out, or she, not even stressed, she just frustrated about her brothers, right? So she had called me, and she going in about her brothers. And then I had planned a family dinner.
Okay.
Well, I planned a family dinner so we could sit down and have a conversation and talk about the thing that is causing such
everybody's
stress in this disunity. And she basically was like, I'm not coming to the dinner. This ain't got nothing to do with me. And it's like, no, you the one who started this. It got a lot to do with you, right? So she ticked off, and then her being pissed off turned into everybody. And then my whole, let's have this dinner so we can conversate.
Oh, I remember you said you canceled that.
Yeah, it got canceled.
Just like, forget it.
Not only did that get canceled, I had planned family therapy. Because I'm like, maybe we need some family therapy. And because everybody got so ticked off and it was so much drama, I just canceled it. So 2 days prior to me going to the doctor, this was going on. So then when I get to the doctor and she like stress, she's like, what's causing you stress? My children. And she was like, are you serious? No, I'm very serious. Like, I'm so serious that I have a podcast called These Can't Be My Kids, because my kids are causing me stress.
She was like, what? Let me know.
And then she's like she's so baffled that these kids are causing me stress. Like, and I'm trying to fix things, and it's just not working out. So anyway.
But I think on that front, like, you're trying to fix things with the kids, but are the kids trying to fix things? And maybe that's where some of the stress come from, right? And that's kind of what we talk about here, right? Parenting them, because we're constantly still parenting them. And I know that's what we're going to do because as mothers, right? That's what we do. But maybe there's something else that we need to figure out how to do it differently that's not causing us as much stress. But I'm not there yet, y'all. I ain't got no solutions. I'm just putting out some thought ideas. But overall, it just sounds like to me like motherhood is actually a medical condition.
Right?
Like
seriously.
Like seriously. So not just like, pregnancy, but true motherhood from the beginning to the end. Because I bet you if we ask some grandmas out here, they're going to be saying that they still stressed with their adult children who now have adult children. So
that is true.
It's like, what do you do? I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. This is really serious though. So ultimately, like, what are you going to do differently? Like, what are you doing that's going to help reduce your blood pressure and actually heal that broken heart? And tell me, what did the doctor say? Like, how do you heal a broken heart? Like, is it just by reducing the stress? Is it, like, what did they say?
She was like, the normal stuff, right? Change your eating. I need you to exercise more. And then I need you to find some ways to manage your stress. So I definitely started walking.
Okay.
I love fruits and vegetables anyway, so I'm more eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. But on the flip side of that, because of my iron, I need to eat more protein. So that's kind of thing. But I'm doing that. And right after, when I came home, and I was just like, it really sunk in that my heart is breaking over my children and their problems. I was just like, I just told them, I was like, listen, this is what happened when I came from the doctor.
Listen, y'all. Boundaries.
Yeah, so I have not been getting involved so much in their lives.
Okay. So when you go back to the cardiologist, because I know you got to go back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because now that's going to be one of your regular doctors, y'all. I know about that. I had a medical condition, and they just keep adding. But, so you go back to the cardiologist, like, do they run the same test? Like, how do you know when it's healed? Like, is it just based on your stress level? Is it, like, did they say any of that?
They didn't say. And I'm assuming that it has to do with your blood pressure, which on the flip side of that too is because I drink alcohol, you know what I'm saying, because of the stress of my children in life, that increases your blood pressure too. So I don't know what test they're gonna run, but she just told me, of course she gave me a prescription, of course she gave me
healthy habits,
and again, it is pull back from your children's lives, and of course have more conversations with my own therapist. Okay. Like, when my children are stressing me out, number one, be like, y'all, this thing is stressing me out. I can't deal with it. I can't handle it right now. Literally, because I can't.
Right. Well, you can't. I mean, all you're doing is making yourself get that much more aggravated, that much more stressed out, and then that's going to cause your health to still fail, and it's not healthy. So kids, bear that's watching, pay attention to your mother's health.
Yeah.
Don't get them so stressed out. We don't want them having Takotsubo Cardiomyopathy.
AKA a broken heart.
A broken heart. That's right. Y'all don't really. I don't know that kids understand it. Like, you know, that's coming. Yeah, that's coming
You
up
know,
later
so,
on. That's coming up later.
It was so
on.
crazy because Michaela is really good for. You know, we call her mouth almighty, tongue everlasting, right? But every time Michaela has an issue, and I be like, Michaela, what can I do about this? What you want me to do? And then she always says, well, this is what you signed up for. You decided to be a parent. And so when this came up with the doctor, her words was registering in the back of my head. I signed up for this. This is what I
said. You had me. I ain't asked you to have me. How many of y'all kids said that? Because I've heard that like on TV shows. Like kids really say that today. And it's basically like to them, like we had them. They never asked to be here. So we just need to deal with their nonsense.
Yeah, they all say that. Yeah.
Like, do you think we need to just deal with their nonsense? I'm like, just because I gave birth to you and I gave you life, that was the gift in itself.
At some point,
life.
The shift has to happen, right? I carried you for as long as I could carry you.
Now it's your turn to carry me.
Exactly.
When you gonna carry me? When you gonna be looking out?
They are carrying me. They're giving me
they carrying you to the grave.
They carry me to the doctor's office.
They trying to get you out of here. They like, all right, nope, we had enough of mommy. No, but seriously,
they trying to get my life insurance.
They trying to get your life insurance. Anyway, so you walking, you eating better,
and I'm trying not to be so involved in their lives.
Oh, well, that's gonna be tough. But y'all heard her, y'all. She said not involved as much, right? So what does that mean?
That means
I'm crazy. I'm just asking.
I'm taking baby steps. You gotta listen. I have been involved in these children's lives since they were, what's the oldest? Almost 40. So I've been involved in doing things. I'm a single mother. I've been a single mother. I don't have the blessing of sharing the responsibility between two people. So with that, you know, you talking about every day being all that I can be to them, right? It's like I had them when I was a child, so it's just like raising children while being a child.
Yeah.
Then it's dealing with the fact that you're now a single mother, and now I try to play both roles, the mama and the daddy role. Then it's now trying to set the boundaries that I've been walking in for almost 40 years. It's not something that's just going to happen overnight. I would like it to, because I would like to wake up tomorrow morning and my heart is 100%.
Well, I'm sure that even if you wake up tomorrow, your heart not going to be 100% healed, because either way, it takes time to heal a broken heart. So even if you cut them off tomorrow and said, I ain't doing nothing else for y'all, I'm going to leave you alone, never talk to me again, which we wouldn't do. Okay. But ultimately, if you said, I'm stepping back and I'm just not going to solve their problems, your heart is still going to take time to heal. It just doesn't happen overnight. So ain't nobody saying to do that. You know, we ain't trying to say you need to just stop dealing with them. But I think it's just more about those lessons of how much can they do for themselves. And I think, you know, what my husband says all the time is teaching them. Like, we teach them to be independent on some ways. We teach them to be self-sufficient in some ways. But as mothers, we still coddle them. And so where a father would do something a little bit different, you know, when you ever look at like birds learning to fly, you know, it's the mother that pushed the bird out the nest, not the daddy. Because the mother is like, I need you to learn how to do this on your own. And I think as human beings, we don't always think that way. Like, we always want to be there for our kids, and that's nothing wrong with that. I'm the same way with my kids. Like, I'm always wanting to be there for them. Like, y'all heard in Meet the Kids last episode how we talked about, you know, oh, this one be calling for that and this one be calling for that. So we know that we're always here for them, and that's what we say to them, right? We're always here for them. We that mama bear, and we gonna always be around. And it's just figuring out how to set those boundaries of being there for them, doing what we want to do to make sure that they're successful in life, but also taking care of our health. So we're going to put together our self-care calendar.
Yes, we will.
And I'm going to put me on there. Make sure I don't end up with a broken heart, y'all. And Karen going to do her own.
I'm putting myself on.
She hesitated, so I don't know.
No.
She hesitated.
Because actually, I was just thinking about this, right? I was just thinking about this when you just said that about you and your husband, right? So, if this was to happen to y'all, would it happen to y'all together simultaneously? Did y'all have a broken heart, or would it be like one has a broken heart and the other one
that man ain't gonna have no broken heart about these children? No, I'm just playing. Let me stop. I don't know. Like I can't imagine it would happen simultaneously. I can tell you that there was a time where my heart was broken, and I probably didn't know it was broken. But like when my youngest ran away from home, like she was a teenager, she wasn't an adult yet, but she ran away from home because she didn't want to get in trouble. And I can tell you that my heart was broken. My heart was truly broken during that period. She was gone for the whole summer. She didn't want to be on punishment for her birthday, so she ran away from home. I know, she crazy. She ran away from home for the summer, and I was like, she don't know nobody here. Where she go? Like, I just didn't know where she was. She was gallivanting around with all her friends because that's what they do. But sleeping from this person to that person couch, whatever. And parents out here didn't really know no better. I don't know. They just didn't know, right? They
probably had a broken heart too.
But I had a true broken heart. I was posting on Facebook, sending messages, trying to reach out to her friends. Now, meanwhile, she was fine. Her siblings knew exactly where she were. Every last single one of them. They was like, because she got two big sisters, so they weren't helping her per se, but they knew that she was safe, because that was my thing, just make sure she's safe. But I can tell you what I felt, and my heart was broken, because I was like, what did I do as a parent that would make my child want to run away from home?
That's the
like,
other thing.
My heart was broken, and I know that my husband could tell my heart was broken, because when he knew she ran away from home, he didn't even want to tell me. He was like, okay, let me say my Zen, let me say a prayer, let me get my mind right, because when I tell my wife that she ran away from home, I know it's going to just tear her down.
Yeah.
And so that was a situation where I could think about it. It was probably not the Takotsubo, it was just sadness, but but either way, like, it's like, so I think as mothers, we experience that probably more times than not without even realizing it. The problem with yours is that it just got to an extreme place where you actually had to see a cardiologist about it. So what happened with me, she came home, my heart got healed, I'm better, right? Yours is just even more involved, because you're more involved in their day-to-days and what they're going on and trying to keep the peace amongst them, especially when you're here and they're there.
That's the biggest piece.
They're all in the same place while you're, well, most of them, except for the oldest. I know she's off in her own world, but like, you have four of them in the same place, and so they are constantly engaging with each other and causing, stuff.
And that's the thing about it's the peace part, right?
Mm-hmm.
And isn't that an oxymoron? Here I am trying to create peace, but I'm getting stress-induced cardiomyopathy.
You causing yourself.
Like, that is just kind of crazy. So yeah, I get it. I don't know.
But, well, what's one thing you want another mother to hear today who's pushing through and barely holding on?
I think you said it best when you said, what is it that I did that made my child want to run away, right? And I think as mothers, when our kids do these crazy things, we ask ourselves these questions. What did I do? Why isn't my kid doing X, Y, Z? Or why is my kid suffering with this? And so I think what I would say is, listen, it's not your fault. You are not weak. You're just overwhelmed. And overwhelmed does not mean unworthy. It just basically your body saying it's time to breathe, girl. It's time to pause, it's time to delegate. And even though I don't have a husband to delegate to, there are other things and other people that can be used as delegates. There are therapists. There's to the gym.
There's
uncles, yes.
Friends, family. There's everybody. You have a circle. Like, you ain't
alone.
And nobody out there is alone, because y'all have us now, honestly. So if anybody out there feeling alone in this, just know you have us. And that's what we're building, is a circle here. So.
Yeah. And then at the end of the day, if you ain't got nothing else to do after you done journaled, you done delegated, you done breathed and paused, then just scream. Just scream into a pillow, soft or loud, and just be like, these kids be my kids.
Yo, I'm going to have a drink. So. I don't know about to scream it, I'm going to have me a drink and then we're going to be good. But, all right, y'all. Well, thank you. That is a wrap on today's episode of
These Can't Be My Kids.
We've laughed, we've sighed, we even Googled cardiomyopathy.
Which is Takotsubo.
Which is Takotsubo.
Oh, okay.
Takotsubo. I don't know, girl. I done messed it up.
Yeah, learn a new word. Learn new words of the day.
Takotsubo. Yeah, that's it. But it means broken heart. Stress-induced broken heart. But through it all, remember this. Even when your grown kids are just doing the most and they are breaking your heart and you need it deserves a little less stress. Try to protect your peace, y'all.
Yeah.
Hydrate your soul, take a walk. But I'm going to tell my kids to just Venmo me for that emotional support. I'm going to be like, Cash App, Venmo, come on, y'all, Zelle, what you got? I got it all. Tell me. So, but I don't know.
But see you next time, y'all. Remember to comment, like, follow, and share. We love engaging with you, especially on something like this. Please engage with us.
Y'all say a prayer for Karen and her broken heart. Like, we want her to get better. We do. So
no, for real.
I'm dead. I'm like dead. Like, I know we laughing. I know we joking. I know, like, I'm 100 with this one, y'all. We gonna say a prayer for her broken heart. We want her to get better. We do not need her to be stressed. I don't want to be doing this by myself. That's what I want to say. I don't want to be up here by myself saying these can't be my kids.
No, the real problem is she don't want nothing to happen to me because she know if it does, my kids will be now hers.
Oh, no, y'all. No, absolutely not. Y'all saw that, it was 10 of them. No, thank you. Not in the least. I'm going to be like, oh, they grown. Let me go ahead and jump ship. I'm going to be in another country somewhere. They ain't going to be able to find me. So.
But as usual, though, even though we say these can't be my kids,
they are.
They are.
They are.
Have a good week, y'all. See y'all on Thursday for It's the Audacity story. Yeah. And if you have a story about anything that is the Audacity for us, please let us know. And make sure you comment about tonight's episode.
Send us your stories. We still have that. Send us your stories to stories@thesecantbemykids.com. Or, you can hit us up on Instagram. Hit us up on TikTok. Give us a DM. We'll take it however you want to give it to us. So
that's right.
We are here. We're also on Apple Podcasts and Spotify now. So please tune in, like us, help us get those ratings so we can move up the charts. We appreciate y'all, and we will see you next time.
See you next time.